So we all know about dumb blondes, and basically the rumor that when I was younger, I actually believed. I believed when I was younger that girls with blonde hair were naturally more dumber than, well, everyone else. And today, well, this story is going to prove that I was actually wrong. Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name's Bubba, and welcome back to another insane story. So today's story takes place back when I was actually, funny enough, like 3 years ago. I was just graduating high school, and I remember I was on my own. Well, by on my own, I mean going through life. Because after high school, you gotta understand, you have to go through life basically figuring out what you want to do, you know, having a job, all that crazy stuff that, let's just say, no one really wants to get into. But I remember me, I was just, you know, doing construction and hanging out with some boys. And I remember one time I decided to go to a club and I ended up meeting up with a group of girls. I saw a group of girls and one of them I actually recognized in high school. Now, when I first saw her, I remember I walked up to her and started talking to her. And when she saw me, she was excited to see me because, well, apparently I was one of the coolest guys at her school, which wasn't true. I wasn't the coolest guy. The only thing I was known for was, well, doing the devil's tango with almost every girl in school. But going on from there, I remember I ended up getting dragged into this group of girls that she was hanging out with at the time, and I started meeting all of them. I met everyone and all of them were excited to see me except one. And this girl was a blonde girl that was just on her phone all the time. Now, I don't know why she was on her phone. To be honest, when you're going out hanging out with friends, it's probably best not to use your phone. But I remember I decided to walk up to her and pulled my hand out and said, "Hi, like, how you doing?" I remember she looked at me with a death stare, and honestly, it didn't seem like she wanted to actually talk to me. So I remember I kind of just sat down and just said, "My name's Bubba, like, what's up with you?" And she looked at me and ended up putting her phone down saying, "Oh, nothing, just chilling." Oh, okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. And once again, I believe the rumor that blondes are dumber than the average. So me, I thought I had to take things slower and talk to her in a slower pace just so she understands me. Because in reality, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't talk the way I do in these videos. I talk a lot slower and, well, a lot more normal paced. In reality, I actually talk 10 times faster. But going on from there, I remember basically I ended up trying to talk to her and stuff and getting to know her, and there was a lot of cool things to know about her. But at the same time, she kept kind of giving me dull answers, and it seemed like that she just didn't really want to talk. So I remember I ended up walking away and I thought it was over. Now I know what you're thinking. Wait, that's the story? No, there's a lot more to it because this girl was really interesting. I remember the next day I was on my phone and I was actually planning on recording a video, funny enough. And basically from there, I remember I ended up looking at my phone and I saw I got a notification. It was from the girl that I saw yesterday, and it wasn't the blonde girl. It was just the one that was excited to see me. She messages me saying, "Hey, like, for some reason, one of the girls wants to talk to you again. I guess they're like interested in you." And I said, "Oh, like which one?" And she ended up sending me the Instagram of, well, the one and only blonde girl that I thought wasn't interested. Now, at first, I was actually really excited, but then I started thinking, maybe she was dumb enough that she realized that she wanted to give me a second chance. I know, kind of mean, but at the same time, once again, I believe the rumor blondes are dumb. Going on from there, I remember I said, "Oh, okay, like I'll talk to her." And I ended up basically, you know, adding her on Instagram, and I started DMing her. By the way, follow me on Instagram. I am considered the hottest guy alive, and if you don't believe me, well, I guess you're a loser. But going on, I remember I started talking to her, and I started DMing her back and forth, and we were being flirtatious, but every time I tried to be like, you know, kind of witty, I guess, in a way, she would automatically know what I was trying to do. Like, for example, I tried pulling a card where I was like, you know, trying to give her a cute compliment, but then automatically she would just finish the sentence as if she's heard it before. Now, I'm not saying she's smart because she knows my Riz game, okay? Like, I'm not gonna lie, my Riz was, I guess, a little outdated for her. And to be fair, she might have heard it many times from other guys trying to flirt with her. So I remember from there, I just decided to be brutally honest with her and said, "Hey, like, are you down to go out sometime?" And right then and there, she ended up leaving me on scene. Kind of insane. So I remember I decided to basically try to, you know, message her again, but another day. I remember 2 days went by and I still didn't get an answer from her. So what I decided to do was message her saying, "Hey, like, do you want to like maybe go and see a movie?" And instantly, right as I messaged that, she actually answered and said yes. Now, I didn't understand why she didn't reply before, but she ended up replying yes, and I was excited. excited, and obviously that day I took her to a movie. When I picked her up, I remember I was driving my car and I was basically like, explaining my car to her because, well, I drove a sports car at the time and I wanted her to be excited, I guess, in a way. I don't know. Like I said, I was just trying to impress her, okay? It was a first date. And I remember she looks over at me and says, oh, like, I know all about this car. Yeah, it's a 2001 model Toyota Celica GT, and it's also like a 5-speed overdrive transmission, but also, why didn't you get it in manual? I remember I looked at her with my eyes wide open. I was actually really impressed. She actually knew almost more about my car than I did. And she also pointed out that the check engine light was on. Yeah, kind of embarrassing, but it is what it is. I remember I looked at her and I'm like, you were like a mechanic? Is what I asked her. Oh no, I just know about cars. Okay, cool, I guess. I remember we ended up going to a movie and we ended up seeing a Marvel movie, and I don't remember which one, but it was one that she somehow knew a lot more than I did about the Marvel universe. Now, Batman, I will own you in any Batman quiz. Literally, you can comment down below any Batman question and I will comment under it with the answer. But when it comes to Marvel, I didn't know much about it and she knew everything. Now, reminder, this girl was blonde, blue eyes, hot and attractive, and knew about superheroes and cars. At this point, it's like finding Megan Fox from Transformers, but blonde. Like, it was just perfect. At that moment, I got excited. But then afterwards, I realized something. Maybe she did her research before, going out with me. Maybe she did her research on me to impress me. Because, I still believed in the term dumb blondes. Now, this is where the story gets really interesting. I remember after the movie, me and her, we ended up going back to my car and we went back to my place. I lived alone at the time. And I remember she came to my place, we sat down, and I played chess. If you guys don't know, I actually love playing chess. It's one of the hobbies I do nowadays, and I play it religiously almost. Every day I play a chess game just so I can exercise my brain. And I remember I was playing chess just, on my phone, and she told me, oh, you should challenge me. I remember I looked at her saying, you know how to play chess? Because girls playing chess is not common. Like, I know there's popular chess famous streamers out there, or content creators, I should say. I'm gonna be honest, I've never seen a girl that actually just knows how to play chess. It was very new to me. So I remember me and her played chess, but before the game started, she said, if I win in chess, we have to do the Devil's Tango. I remember I looked at her and said, you're joking, right? Because obviously I thought this girl was a dumb blonde. But anyways, one thing led to another. We ended up playing chess, and I won't lie to you guys, as much as I hate to admit it, she beat me in chess. A blonde girl beat me in chess. Sounds insane, but she ended up beating me in chess, and I remember one thing led to another. Well, she was in my bedroom with nothing on, and basically we did the Devil's Tango. That's really it. I'm gonna be honest, that's really the story. Now, one thing I'm gonna say is that apparently after we did the Devil's Tango, I did ask her if she was a natural blonde, and I remember she looked over at me and said, I look at her and I said, guys, help me. And then she told me that she was actually, no, he's taking. And that's when I realized that it made sense why she was smart. And I still believe in the rumor that blondes are actually more dumb than the average. I mean, prove me wrong, ladies. Find me a blonde person that will not be dumb. I'll be surprised. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. And like I always say, fall for more embarrassing but crazy stories. Peace out, guys.